Hi, my name is Kristen Brooks, and I'm the Family Ministry Director at Fellowship Greenville. How many of you have heard it's just a phase? You're talking to your family and friends, and you say, my son cries every time I leave. And they say, don't worry, it's just a phase. Or you say, my kids are fighting with each other all the time. And they say, don't worry, it's just a phase. At Fellowship Greenville, we don't define a phase as a time that you have to endure or a time that you can't wait until it's over. We define a phase as a time frame in a kid's life when you can leverage distinctive opportunities to influence their future. From the time your child is born until they graduate from high school, you have approximately 936 weeks. Now, your kids are entering kindergarten, and so you're somewhere around week 260. So if you do the math, that means you have around 676 weeks left. Now, I don't say that to scare you, but I want to encourage you that every week with your child matters. And so today, I want to look at just a couple ways that you could be intentional with those 676 weeks that you have left. One, don't miss your role in this new phase. The key word we want you to remember here is engage. Engage in your child's interest. When your child was a preschooler, they were asking questions like, am I safe? Am I okay? Am I able? And in this new elementary phase, they're asking questions like, do I have your attention? Do I have what it takes? Do I have any friends? Your children want your undivided attention and they want your approval. And we want you to give that as freely and as often as you can. So that looks like engaging in things that they're interested in, which might mean playing video games from time to time, even if you're not a video gamer, or going to a trampoline park or going to eat ice cream. Whatever it is, we want you to do it with your child as often as you can. Second, don't miss this week. The things that you do from week to week and from year to year, they're going to add up. So we want you to start this week by creating some weekly rhythms. Now, we know you're busy and you don't have a lot of things to add to your calendar, but what if you use times that your family probably already has and you were just intentional with those times? Like, let me give some examples. Mealtime. Instead of eating at the TV or eating when everyone's looking at their phone or eating in different rooms, what if you all sat down together at the table and you talked about your day? You engaged in conversation with each other. Second, bedtime. What if you took just a couple extra minutes at the end of the day, right before your kids go to bed? You knelt beside them or you sat on their bed and you asked them, how can I pray for you tonight? And you spent just a couple of minutes praying for them. You might find that those will be some of the most meaningful conversations you'll have with your children, which I guarantee you is worth just a couple extra minutes, or maybe even letting your kids stay up just a little bit past their bedtime. Third, drive time. You're going to find yourself driving to and from school, to and from extracurricular activities, to and from play dates. Use that time in the car to engage in conversation with your child. Ask them silly questions like, if you could have any power in the world, what would that be and why? Just engage in conversation with them and get to know them. Lastly, morning time. Now, we know for some families this time can be a little chaotic, but if you do just a little bit of planning the night before, you can make sure that the morning times are more of a time where your child is encouraged and loved before they're sent out the door to go to school. Now, the last point is we want you to begin to widen the circle of influences in your child's life. So kids and teenagers desperately need people that are going to welcome them and love them and forgive them. Why? Because they want a sense of belonging. Every kid is looking for a tribe outside of their family where they can find a place to belong. So why not begin now and intentionally invite other adults into the life of your child? Pick some adults that reflect your same values and heart for your child's future. As a parent, this is one of the most important things that you can do for your child. There will come a point when your child is in middle school or high school, and it will matter more what other adults say than what you say. So begin now by adding some of those adults into your kid's life so that whenever they go ask that other adult, you don't have to worry about what they're going to say because they reflect your same values and heart for your child. When kids do life in the right kind of tribe, it stacks the odds in their favor. When they grow up with a sense that they're known and that they're loved and that they're welcome and that they're forgiven, it's going to help your kids become spiritually and emotionally healthy. So remember the last couple points. 1, don't miss your role. Engage your child's interest. Whatever your child is interested in, do it with them. 2, don't miss this week. Look at your family's times and see what are things that we're already doing that we can be intentional about shaping our child's future. And 3, begin to widen the circle of influence. Invite other adults into the life of your child. Remember, the key is not for all of these things to happen in one single moment. The key is to continue to do these things consistently over time to make sure your child has the best possible future.